Hello and welcome to another LEGO Bootleg knockoff review. Please, if you do leave a comment in the video, below the video saying, "Oh, this is not real LEGO," you're an idiot because I already said it's not. So anyone who else sees them, they know they are idiots. Well, not really idiots, I guess, more unaware, not aware of their surroundings and the actual video that they're watching. Sure, whatever. Anyway, so this is the Avengers tower from the copied of the Age of Ultron stuff. These bootlegs are getting pretty fast now. Sheng has also recently released the escape from the Helicarrier, so that Hulk from Age of Avengers, Avengers 1, where Hulk escapes the Avenger base inside the ship, and they've also copied the Shield jet fighter from the first Avengers. And Lee has copied the Ant-Man set, so those are pretty quick. So they've released this, which is still fairly quick. The box is the exact same size as the previous two sets that I reviewed, so the first Avengers jet and that Ninjago temple base. And you can see that on the side there's a little plastic handle to hold the box, carry it, so that's useful. However, just like the other boxes, the issue is the plastic inside the box does get in the way of these two cardboard trays that hold all of the bags inside. So that's a little bit annoying. And I have to say, I did pick up two of these sets, so I'll also be doing a video where I put the official LEGO on top and I'll combine the two Sheng sets as a bigger base for the official set to go on top to make a somewhat more impressive building, because this set is nice as a dollhouse, as a display piece, but it's not really useful in terms of actual set pieces or animation and all that. So anyway, from the box right here, copied, they did add that information down in the corner. We can look over there where it says buy multiple sets to combine them into a bigger building, and that's an image that they've taken, that they just a silhouette image of someone's build on Flickr. I forget the name, but a few people have combined sets to try to build a bigger building, and they just take the silhouettes of that. There are no instructions inside this box on how to do that, because the guy who actually did that did not provide any information or instructions how he does it. It should be a very simple build anyway, and the bootlegs didn't bother thinking up of their own way to do that, because they were just, this is a purely copy set and there's nothing original here. Come there, you get to see all the figures. There's a super upgrade instead of super jumper. There is a super jumper in here. Quick look at the top, you can see the little minifigures up there. You got Ultron Prime in his you know, 1:1 scale pose. So enough of that. And if I just move this aside, you can see it's straight copy of the LEGO box style image of the set there. Quick look on the other side, like I said, there's a handle, and on top there you get the cartoony LEGO image. Not much on the bottom of the box, just generic information, CE and stuff. And on the back here it shows you all the rooms you get inside the box in this set, just like the official LEGO box. So, and of course this box is resealable, unlike LEGO boxes, so there you go. I'm gonna keep talking about that and complaining to LEGO until eventually they actually release a box that I can actually seal. They do that for the LEGO Ideas stuff, so that's good. Thank God for that. And like I said, there are cardboard trays inside for all of these bootleg sets when the box gets to a certain size, which again is very useful. These boxes are already thick cardboard, so they don't really bend or anything, and they can protect whatever's inside. LEGO boxes, the big ones are cardboard, but they're not exactly necessarily that thick cardboard, and smaller boxes are very thin cardboard, which if you bought any small LEGO sets, you know what to expect. They're easily pushed up or crunched up. So obviously this uses more material. You've got an extra box and tray. This tray is useful for building when you just pour the pieces in, but there are little, you know, gaps down there where the small pieces tend to hide, so it's semi-useful. I mean, I can think of other uses for this that you can use afterwards for other things. But yeah, it does use more material, and so depending on what you think or not, if you're not too bothered about the boxes and stuff, LEGO boxing actually these are actually unnecessary, but it might be good for some people who think that they're collectors and they might want the box to stay in a good shape and never even open the box. Weird people, but there are people out there like that. They don't open LEGO boxes when they get it. so they might want to do that. And inside there is a sticker sheet, unfortunately. Sheng has been quite good with some sets. Some bootlegs have also been quite good with other sets where they've replaced the stickers with actual prints on the actual plastic, which is good for people who hate using stickers. But this sticker is still good. Unlike the Hulkbuster set, there is metallic coloring here where there should be, so Sheng didn't skip out on that. And just if I take a closer look, it is a high resolution print. All of the corners, round areas and bends do not look pixelated whatsoever. So this is a high quality scan and print of the original sticker sheet. Inside, the complete instructions are split into 2 booklets, so you get the 1 and 2 there. There is no, it just randomly cuts in the end, just like the official Lego one. There's no separation of anything because you're only building one tower anyway, so there's no separation of them. And on the back here, you see that they will be releasing a copy of the Age of Ultron Avengers jet, which I reviewed the official of. I'm not going to bother reviewing this bootleg. I think this one says I'm going to skip because I'm pretty sure that by reviewing the Hulkbuster and this set, you should have enough knowledge as to whether you want to or not pick up the jet set, because the quality is pretty consistent. There is a brick separator inside. Every character has a spare hand. There's just a random bunch of spare pieces here. You can zoom in. Just like official Lego, there's spare Technic, spare studs, spare wedges, spare clips, spare bar, and there's also this, like I said, their super jumper is green, which is, variety's good I guess, and it does bounce. And finally, the odd one is they've also included this. This is like a nurse equipment, and I think it's for the Friends series, like the mini dolls, not minifigures. Why I say that, because it's got a little nurse hat with a peg that pegs perfectly into a nurse's head. So, you know, for the mini dolls, so you got all this. You got like a nurse board, got that to be a temperature, a syringe. This one's for prodding into the ear, so that could be a pregnancy test maybe. That here's the heart rate. That's oh, that's a surgery hat, because it's got a pin up there, like a little bubble thing to go on top. This is, I'm not sure what that is, like a pen, a bottle of something, and a little spoon. So yeah, got a whole nurse kit thing, which, I guess this is what they were going for, like the vision when they're looking after him, or maybe they saw the film for, hey, that's that Korean nurse, she's not in the set, but let's give them this stuff anyway. So, not quite sure what's going on there. Hey, so which one's the new one? You've got 5 seconds to guess. You don't win anything. 3, 2, 1. So this one is the real one, this one's the fake one. The first way to tell the Sheng one is that all of the windows are foggy. And, but yeah, apart from that, from distance, these things look pretty much identical. I have applied the stickers to the real one after I reviewed that. I have not applied any stickers to this one yet because I haven't decided what to do with it and how to combine it with the other Sheng set that I have, because like I said, I got 2. But every piece that's in the official one is here. At one point building it, I thought I was missing a piece, but I wasn't. So everything was there. And I put these right next to each other. You can see that the colouring is also very similar, aside from the foggy windows. So just zoom all the way in. Let's see here. You can probably see that the gaps aren't as even as the official Lego. That's because Sheng, the whole build process is a bit sort of spongy, a bit squeezy. Doesn't have that tight clip when that nice sound when you plug the pieces together. Like I said, it's very spongy. But then you see some of these have little gaps and stuff. And you pull these out, they just smooth, and yeah, the Lego ones don't come out. I think I forgot to put a few pieces there. Yeah, I did. I forgot to put a few wedges. I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got 1, 2. Oh no, I've got the wedges there, so these things can go in. But you know what? I'll just let them come out for now because it'll be easier to see. I'll put those wedges back in there later. It's a bit easier to put figures in. I might have to do that with the official one. The yellow is a bit different. It's a bit more orangey compared to the official one. And up here, let's see this. Come on. Come on. Oh yeah, I put a few extra pieces there for funds. Because there were some spare pieces, so I just plugged them in there. But it pops out just fine. See, pieces there are a bit squeeze. They don't plug all the way in, and yet they're still quite tight, so that's okay. There's this piece here. Can I rotate this all the way up? No. This one really swings out compared to the Sheng one, so it's got more of an exploding impact. That's because the joints are more tight and more secure and than the official one. The spongy feeling does give problems to a few areas of the bootleg. For example, up here, these turrets, during the building process, this piece here, this grey piece, does like to fall off. It's not falling off anymore, but when I was first plugging everything in, it kept falling off. It's kind of annoying. These rotating bits are tight enough on the bootleg, just like they're tight enough on the official, so that's fine. When you get to the top, you can see that the fogginess of the plastic is not quite that visible, that noticeable compared to the official one until you look at it at a different angle. When I rotate this now, you can see that the blue coloring is quite different to the official one. The official one is so much more cleaner, so much more shinier. That's a huge issue there. It's like no one cleaned this building. Look at the back there. By the way, those pieces on the top are just the spare jets from the Iron Man and Ultron figures. So I just plugged them there because I don't know where to put them when they're inside, when they're not flying. So we go all the way to the side, and you can see there's just basically the biggest difference is the glass. I'm going to talk about the top here first before we go inside the building. So we've evened out the outside. This piece here, this sort of piece here is actually missing a bit of plastic. I haven't seen that in a while in Sheng Yuan, but I have seen that now. And it still plugs in fine, but there's a bit of plastic missing from this piece, this little sort of cone-shaped piece at the top. But anyway, so yeah, this spins just fine, just like the official one. It's got the whole click feel to it. And you pull this down, you can fire these if you want. The Sheng Yuan one does not fire as well as the other one. It just sort of does pop out a little bit, but not too much. So I'm just going to plug that in. And inside here you do get a little drone. Again, I have not applied any of the stickers, but there it is. And yeah, it feels kind of fragile. Again, this bit here is just a bit wobbly. But that's to be expected with the Sheng Yuan one. That's one of the differences that you have here. It's also, get this out, this one doesn't have that bendy issue. It feels a lot more secure and solid. So that's good. Come on, get back in there. There we go. And you too. Looking at this is actually pretty awesome. I can just swap out all the items from the Sheng Yuan rooms and build something new in there, and that'd already be like new rooms. But that's not the way I want to expand this. Ideally, I can combine both sets and just to make each room actually bigger. I'm wondering if I can actually do that. But hey, so let's compare them each room by room. Let's go with the robot room first. Like I said, the plastic is much more orange than the yellow of the Lego, and there are no stickers here yet. I haven't applied that. Those are stickers, so that's no difference there. So that's really about it. And it was just to get one of the Iron Centurions here. This is a problem with the official set. They're quite hard to you know, push the figures into these trays, so you're supposed to pull the whole thing out. Sometimes I would do that. I would just bend their legs, just push it in first. Come on, plug in. There you go, and move up. There you go. That was okay. I'll get the official Lego. Do the same, and that was a lot easier to do. Now both of them are doable quite easily. It's just the Lego one goes a lot smoother, a lot easier. Next we have the bed where they make or test vision. And again, this piece is small enough. I don't really notice if it's transparent, it's too cloudy enough, because it's small enough. This piece here is only one piece, very thin, very small, doesn't seem that cloudy. In fact, the coloring is a lot more similar to official Lego than the rest of the transparent pieces. I don't know why this one looks more blue and these look a bit more green and foggy. Apart from that, these drawers are a bit tight compared to the official Lego one. You see the whole base is moving when I'm pushing this. There's the Lego one. I can quite easily pull that out, nothing else is moving. There's also a syringe in here, which of course that whole pack came with a syringe anyway, so nothing is missing. It's just a lot tighter to move. We got the room where Ultron is born, and the Lego one again moves very smoothly, moves just fine. Rotating the dish also very smoothly. This one here is also very smooth. The bottom area, this one's a bit tight. Seems to move just okay. This one too. This one moves just fine. Next we have the room holding Loki's staff. Got the screen here. You just rotate this to the side. Rotate to the side as well. And you just have access to Loki's staff. The gem is also a bit cloudier than the Lego one. Finally we get to the top. Let's look at the computer room first, because there's less to talk about again. Same differences. Computer panel is a bit more foggy than the official Lego one. And this one's tighter than official Lego, but that's kind of a good thing, because you don't really want these computer screens to keep moving about. You want them to stay steady. Finally, the party room does have all the hidden compartments, just like this one does. So you can do that, hide some things in there, and just close this up again. This bit moves just fine. These tubes did feel thicker than the official Lego one, but this, as you can see, it's absolutely fine. I've built it and it's not popping off anything, so that's good. So there you go. See, this plate isn't plugged all the way in. I'm going to push that down a bit and it seems to be just fine. So, time to compare minifigures. I'm going to be really careful not to push the figures far too much to the left, or else it'll be really hard to do rotating videos. But anyway, here it's is the Ultron. This one's Lego on the left, and this one is knockoff on the right. Let's spot the difference. It's like one of those games that you gotta really spot the difference. So first things first, the silver metallic print on the Bootleg is a lot shinier than the official one, but both of them are metallic. Metallic prints there. Sheng even copied the thin metallic lines on the white part on the torso. So my god, they copied so much. And the white is much more white than Lego, because they actually have enough white ink, white paint at the Sheng factory, and Lego is still on a white paint drought. The face print right there, they're so identical. I'm trying really hard to find a difference apart from the slight fade in color. Christ, I think it's just a silver and white really. All the colors just are slightly brighter, which for some people they will actually like that. So back here, again, the print is so close to each other. So you might be wondering, how do I tell the difference? Well, so here's how you tell the difference between Bootleg and official. First of all, the head. The face print is slightly shorter than the Lego one, and on the back print is slightly smaller. Inside the head, right at the top of the stud, you're gonna have to pay very big attention here. Might not even be able to pick it up on the camera. Inside the Sheng head, there's a tiny little 18 molded in there, or a random number maybe. This one has an 18. Inside the Lego head, there's a lot more text going on molded inside the central part of the head. Down to torso, apart from, like I said, it's being a bit brighter than Lego, the neck of the Lego figure does have the word Lego stamped on it. It has the word Lego molded onto the top of the neck. Sheng does not. And inside the arm here, if I unplug this, you can see that it does not use a C-shape plug, it has a standard peg. So that's the difference of that. And down at the legs, this one is pretty smooth here, whereas Lego actually has the word Lego molded in. And at the bottom of the feet, Lego also has the word Lego molded in right there on the little bump edge inside the leg. So that's how you tell the difference. If you're scared that you might be picking up a fake figure, you know, because I don't have much issues with these bootlegs in general, because which you should know by now watching this channel. However, I do have very big complaints against people lying to you and saying that it's the official figure when it's not. So that's how you tell the difference, and I want you to be able to tell the difference. It should be your choice whether you're picking up the official one or not. So do be careful. Next, with this one, you're gonna have to look very, very hard. But let's start with the easy. First of all, inside the helmet, the Sheng Yuan heads are not printed at all. You can see here, there's a little bit of print there. The coloring on this is also quite different. You see it's a lot cloudy, not as sharp and shiny. This looks like strawberry mixed orange. This is just orange. I'm talking about jellies here. And this helmet also fits kind of snug and tight. On the side of the helmet, in order to tell the difference, you can see that the ridges are a lot deeper and sharper than the official Lego one. The face mask is missing a little bump. You can see that on that little blue sort of cheekbone area. The bootleg does not have that. And also 2 dots here, one on the mask, one on the actual helmet. And the bootleg does not have that. So there's a difference there. In terms of the actual paint in the front, it's very similar. I think the gold is just slightly off, but you won't be able to tell unless you have an official Lego right next to you. So you're gonna have to look for those dots. Let's skip down to the legs and we'll end with the torso. With the leg prints there, the Sheng Yuan one is slightly off center, but then again so is the Lego one, and you see here there's a little gap in the print on the Lego one, like they always have that issue. The bootleg does not, so actually the leg is printed better than official Lego. Now, in order to tell the difference between the torso, if you're not looking for those Lego molds, you're just looking purely from picture, this is really hard. Notice that the grey lines on the Sheng Yuan one is a bit different to the Lego. It's closer to the blue, the bottom 2 lines, and the chest lines are also a bit more round, whereas the official one has more of a sort of 45-degree angle. So the bootleg one's a bit smoother. But that, the coloring is pretty much identical, and on the back as well. It's so hard to tell the difference. So you're gonna have to look for the Lego mold on the plastic. Otherwise, you're not gonna be spotting the difference between these. Next, we look at Odin's son, and Jesus Christ, this one is so close again. He has the same difference as Ultron. The Sheng Yuan one has slightly flatter head, and the body metallic coloring is just a tad different from the official. The capes are a bit different. They both use very soft capes, but this one has a furry texture on one side. In the back there, you see the print is so close to each other. It's insane. Hammer is very different though. You can see the bootleg, there's a huge gap there, whereas Lego just has these 2 little holes. And the Lego also has some detailed information text on there, whereas this one's just smooth. Let me just take a look at the hair. The hair is also just slightly flatter in color. Looking back there, again, the faces are so similar to each other. Finally, with Iron Man, you can see that the gold is very different on the helmet, and also kind of messed up the print just a little bit. And again, forgot the jaw, the cheekbone line. It's also print, the lines are a lot thicker. This plastic is shinier and darker than the official one. And same goes with the legs. Same goes to the back as well. Just thicker lines and different gold and different silver. Just get this helmet off. Both of them do have a hairpiece. They're pretty much identical again. And you see that his face is printed a bit too high, I think. A bit bigger. Yeah, the Sheng Yuan face is a bit bigger than the official one. It looks a little bit silly. But if you have the helmet on, then you should be fine. So as you have seen in the video, this thing is dangerously close to the official one. Do not mix the parts, the bricks in the same bucket. It'll take you forever to sort them out. Of course, the official Lego still has the Lego plastic mold, the logo stamped onto each stud, so that's the easiest way to tell the difference. But if you're just looking at it from photos, it's going to be really hard to tell the difference. Yes, I said that, the different colors, like the foggy windows, but you can't tell unless you have the set right next to you or you have the Lego piece right next to you. And the figures are so close, so close to the real thing. If you can't afford the real thing, then this one is definitely a good replacement for that. Or if you're like me who already has the real thing and just feels like maybe you want to experiment with combining buildings together, then this is probably the way to go. Unless of course you can afford multiple official sets, then why not go ahead. But yeah, this is a really good set. I mean, there's a few issues with the stud shooters and the whole build process not being as fun because you don't have to click when you're putting pieces together, the snap. And there's a few issues with that being a bit soft on the joints, but the whole thing doesn't fall apart. In fact, it's easier to pick this up because every time I picked up the Avengers tower, I accidentally pull one of those windows off because I'm just holding it like this. Whereas this one doesn't have that issue. So this is like a good thing, and you can argue some of the print is actually better than Lego, especially around the legs. So finally, I guess we should talk about the price. Currently, right now in Hong Kong, the official set is going for about 580 Hong Kong dollars. Divide that by 7.8 for US and $13 to a pound. Anyway, 580 Hong Kong dollars. If you don't know how much that is in your currency, just type in 580 HKD in and the name of your currency in Google and it will tell you. This bootleg is currently going for 200 Hong Kong dollars. Now, that $580 is for the toy market. It's not Toys R Us. I think it's like $699 or something ridiculous like that, an extra $100. This was 200 Hong Kong dollars, this bootleg. And some of the shop I usually go to is actually selling it for 260. So do walk around the street and don't pick it up from there because you save it $60. So 200 to 580, for the sake of argument, let's say it's 600, because you gotta go pick it up, whatever. Let's just say for that, for the sake of argument. This one is 1/3 the price of the official one, and yet I would say this is the quality about 90% of the official one, plus actually better print on some of the figures. So here's the thing, for the value it's going for, it's pretty decent. Now, it's not as decent as a minifigure pack if you just get an 8-pack of minifigures. Minifigures are the highlights of all sets. They're always the most expensive thing to get in the aftermarket. And if you're not bothered about getting official or bootlegs or not, minifigure packs are the best value compared to getting official stuff, especially if they've copied a Comic-Con exclusive figure which costs like thousands of dollars. But as for a sets usually go with weight and they're not normally that much cheaper than the official one. But this one's 1/3 the price. So for that alone, if you don't have to worry about shipping, I'd say it's a decent way to get this set. If you do have to pay shipping, you almost might as well get the real thing. After all, the real thing does have investment value. It will go up in value in the long term, but if you're looking for purely just for a kid to play around, mess around, and shipping is not an issue, this is a decent set to go with. It's so good compared to the official thing, and it came out so fast as well. So yes, I do recommend this. I do like it, but of course, if you can afford the real thing, the real thing still needs some support from some people, else bootlegs will have nothing to copy, and people will also lose their jobs. So this is really for people who can't afford the real thing, and if you can't afford the real thing, then this is a very good substitute. If you've enjoyed this video, please feel free to click the like button, the subscribe button, and leave a comment below about how you feel about this set. And if you want to feel like supporting this channel even more, you can head over to the Patreon page and do what you like there. If you want to check out other bootleg Lego videos, I've done a lot of those. I also have a review on the official set on this channel, as well as a quick build showcase in Ultra HD, so you can check that out too. Most importantly, take care, have a nice day, bye bye now, and I'll see you soon. Oh, and of course don't forget to check out the comparison Hulkbuster video where I'm doing a giveaway of the 3 bootleg sets. One of them is a Sheng set, which is also in very high quality.